Technology. Does AI become a threat to human? Now that the processing speed of the CPU has become high, computers have become indispensable for advanced scientific technology calculations. In 1970, Carrot AI Research developed CADA exclusively for F-14 Tomcat fighter as the first microprocessor, and later 4004 made by Intel is the first market model. And according to Moore's law, the computational speed of the CPU has improved to the present. CPU and GPU has evolved. What is of interest is an artificial intelligence. If you look at the history of AI, there have been some AI booms. The first AI boom was in the 1960s, era of search and reasoning. It's like a conversation system that responds when talking to a computer. The second AI boom is the era of knowledge in the 1980s. The future is an expert system that makes rule-based engine for many rules. Although this system was noticed as being able to make knowledge of experts into a database, it was a disadvantage that updating was not easy if the demand of knowledge changed with the times. And the third AI boom happened to try to realize the most versatile knowledge. In order to create a database of knowledge equivalent to human common knowledge level, a self-learning style has been launched. That is machine learning instead of adding it manually. After 2013, it is the third AI boom, age of machine learning. This concept had existed since the 1960s, but at that time, machine power was weak and it is difficult to realize. Artificial intelligence, which I want to take up as a topic here, are not specialized type artificial intelligence such as Siri, Google search system, and AlphaGo, but artificial general intelligence such as Draymond and Terminator in SF. At present, what is known as famous AGI are Pepper and Luna, but we will consider the future where research on AGI advanced and a bit in this time. When AGI evolved and they were able to work like a human, using multilingual language fluently and involved in our life deeply, we may lose a few jobs. It is expected that AI will replace some of the work that humans have done with the evolution of AI. There are various ways of thinking in defining the job category. There is a way of thinking that AI is responsible for costly work, that is work with high salary. Companies that hire workers with low wages cannot afford the cost of introducing AI. On the other hand, there is a way of thinking that AI will replace humans from routine tasks. This may be greatly affected by the specialized type AI, which is currently drawing attention due to the rule-based engine. However, this idea seems to deny the improvement of flexibility by the evolution of AI. It is not a very interesting opinion. But many references indicate that AI takes jobs from humans from routine tasks. A paper on AI and human occupational relations presented by Michael A. Osborne, an associate professor at Oxford University in the UK in 2014, who takes research such as AI, is shown that the common thing about work deprived by AI is a task of dealing with big data. For example, in the fields such as law, accounting, medical, they leave in enormous amounts of data to the computer and human work is limited. So it is highly that the possibility of it will be replaced by AI. Also, looking at a slightly longer span, the monitoring work is replaced by AI. A police officer may self-learn crime definitions from crime criminal data in the past and may also make criminal predictions from that pattern. As AI fully understands human language, interpreter work will be gone. Or rather, we have Japanese, which language expressions and syntax of subjects and predicates are ambiguous as their primary language. They may need to train to speak so easy enough to AI can recognize. By the way, I've talked about the evolution of AI. That is the fact that people's work gets lost along with technological innovation. But it seems that it is not a particularly special problem if we look back on the history of human beings so far. For example, it is a car. In the past, when people did not have cars, people were traveling by carriages. However, due to the innovation of the car, the occupation of a coachman is no longer in demand and the occupation of a driver has been born in place. In this way, it is accustomed to that some kind of jobs disappear after losing demand with technical innovation, and after that, new jobs are born. We tend to care about only the employment that is lost by AI, but the important thing is to consider new employment by advancing AI. Many experts say that there is no need to worry about unemployment due to the introducing artificial intelligence and robots. If artificial intelligence has the potential to enrich our lives, humans must refine their skills to become more humanly. It will be planning skill or management skill, which is possible for people but impossible for AI. Therefore, occupations such as business companies and artists may survive. Also, for example, there is a mine instructor in the occupation which is thought to be newly produced. This is an advisor to help their inner problem solving from the possibility that the number of people may increase who lose sight of their values and happiness in the rapidly changing world by the appearance of AI. However, it cannot be said that technological innovation by AI is equal to that one before. There is a cooperativeness of AI and human, because AI, unlike the products of previous technologies, it has the ability to solve problems on its own, and it has equal ability to human or more in certain fields. It's not a thing that people can control freely like a car, and if we assume that AI is not a thing, the next thing appears is the trust relationship between human and AI. Every time new technology appears, human has learned to trust and cooperate with it. It is not hard to follow the same process for AI. For that reason, it is most important that people have the correct knowledge and perceptions of AI, and keep attitude of trying to make better use of it. Evolution of AI is a threat to human never. I have talked about artificial intelligence from the origin of CPU, but there are still many things I cannot write about AI. Symbiosis of human artificial intelligence may still be in the far future. However, when the future becomes real, it is necessary to constantly seek out what people can do in order to keep a wonderful relationship with artificial intelligence forever. Finally, I am honored that through this brief presentation, many people think about artificial intelligence once again, and say to the microphone with iPhone in hand, "Hey Siri."